Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gimme That Take, the fastest growing live golf podcast of 2023. Stick around for more takes like this.
And not have to worry about my phone.
So I went out the week before this happened, and I got paired up with a 14-year-old and his grandfather at Apple Greens. And I had music going in the cart. I drove by myself. I just paired up with them to play 9 holes. When I tell you the music was, barely on. We get to 1, 2 at Apple Greens 1. We get 1, 2, 3, the par 4, and then you got the par 3 over the water, the 5th hole. We're on the tee box and it's barely playing, and the grandfather looks at me and goes, "Can you please just turn the music off?" And I was shocked. And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "It really bothers my grandson." I was like, "Okay." And now it was summer hits of the 90s. It wasn't like I was playing Lil Wayne. And I'm like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry about that." And his grandson's sitting there, 14 years old, like staring at me like I'm like he's a professional golfer. Guess where he hit it? Just like every other shot. Didn't make the women's tees. And I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm on the high school freshman team." Yeah. I'm like, "Well,
he's
they
a
must
senior
not
on the
have
freshman
anybody.
team.
They must not have anybody in your town because you are awful." So
when we've reached the point of the show where we're making fun of freshmen in high school.
I mean,
we got a lot to talk about today. It's like one of the craziest sports days, golf days, crazy day in my house. My wife is like, how many sporting events could possibly be going on in one day? Like starting at 5:30 in the morning, going all the way through the Paw Patrol movie that we went to go see with the kids today, all the way through to football tonight with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Craziness. Anyway, let's start with did you wake up? Oh my goodness. This is going to be amazing. Did you wake up
oh my Lord.
to check out
How is this guy coming on right now?
Oh my goodness.
Wait
If
for
you're
it,
watching,
fans. Oh,
if you guys are, this is amazing. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you'll see that somehow Cheech decided to join us from his section at MetLife Stadium right now. So, what up, Cheech?
That is amazing.
That is cool. If you're not listening on YouTube, get on YouTube, subscribe, click that button, click that bell, just do it. All right. How many days did you get up early to watch, Jay? Ryder Cup.
The first day I came home from work Thursday, and told my wife I was going to take a little nap and wake up 1:30 and watch it. I wanted to see the opening ceremony and the opening start. I never fell asleep. I ended up staying up until about 5:15. So I watched like 4 hours, and then I just remember waking up at 7:30 with the phone on my chest. So I tried to watch as much as I could. Tough start. So yeah, it was tough to watch, but oh, here we go again. Can't wait for this. But yeah, it was.
Checking it here.
I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Jerome,
I have no idea what's going on.
As she just hammered. God, look at that face. Amazing. Jerome,
Only
did you get up
face
to
a mile
watch?
can love.
Did you get up to watch?
I hope you're recording this because this is hilarious.
This is gonna be the best video we've ever had. Look at that mess.
Yeah, he is a
Who is that? Boyfriend?
That's a good looking dude.
All right, you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna go watch the game. Love all of you.
Interesting.
I think that was his actual voice. Like I don't even think the video's cutting out. I think that's just how hammered he is right now.
Yeah.
How much did you watch?
I wonder how this is going to come through.
Yeah, Jerome.
Look at this live view.
Oh, I watched this morning for a while. It was not, obviously great golf to watch.
Can I say it now? I freaking told you guys. You trusted these losers.
You did.
Yes.
You call me Skip. You call me Skip. Let me have my moment. You fools. You watched JT all season. You've seen Jordan choke in the big majors this season. You've watched Ricky for the last 3 years, Jay. I'm disappointed in you. Not thinking that when it was time for Ricky to finally hit a shot that mattered on the 16th when he had to drive the green and hit it right in the water, whatever hole that was, 15
Yeah.
or 16, and the match was over. I told you Scotty Scheffler was a bum. This guy's a loser. He's world number one. He didn't even win a match. He played 4 matches. He didn't win a single match. He's not the best player in the world. Sorry. Anyway.
His putting from 6 feet is just, it's hard to watch. Honestly, it's hard to watch. He is awful from that distance. I mean, he's like a 1 for 5 putter from 5 to 8 feet. That's awful, especially as a number one.
Okay. The most
I will take this quick moment to say you were right.
I was right. That half point on 18 with Rahm, those were the 2 most important shots he had to hit. He could have redeemed himself completely if he hadn't hit the ball short right when Rahm easily got to the green. So he should have easily been able to get to the green as well. So that was a poor attempt to get to the green. And then to blade the thing across the freaking green like he's playing at Beekman Country Club on Saturday morning. Like, what the hell?
Don't hate
that guy. That guy sucked, man. He sucked. I'm sorry. They choked.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And hats off to the Europeans. Literally, that's
what
really
do you
funny.
Yeah. That running joke we can't lay. What do you think of Ricky's concede? I mean, it was over anyway.
It was over.
But the concede to Tommy Fleetwood from about 3.5 feet, would you have given it to him?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have. I mean, I wouldn't have. I don't do that. I don't do that in match play at the DeStefano tournament. That's a lot bigger at the Ryder Cup. You don't give people 3.5 feet. Not in that situation. I mean, that was it. It was over at that point. At least let them make it. Make them make it. No.
I understand that, but it was over anyway. You could look at the scoreboard and knew it was over. I mean,
I know that, but I don't know. Make them earn it. Not that they didn't, but make them earn the last putt.
Jerome, this was your first ever dive into the Ryder Cup. What did you think about how it represented golf? More live-like, obviously, for sure.
I mean, obviously, the different format was kind of hard to follow. I mean, still, it's kind of convoluted to me. I like Liv's format a whole lot better. I think it was a absolutely poor representation of USA golf. I thought it was embarrassing to watch. Whoever was picked as the captain should be laughed out of professional golf.
No. What I think,
I'll say this. Yeah,
I think some choices should have been made differently. Yes, we all agree on that. But they took a lot of time off. They set up to 5 weeks, most of the players.
I mean,
that's, of course, not Brooks.
Not Bryson. And Brooks not Gooch. Brooks not Patrick Reed. We can say the names.
Right. But TG. That's what it was. I saw a post that said, something about should have had, and it had all the, and TG was one of them, and I couldn't figure it out. Taylor Gooch. Okay. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, too much. Any one of us that doesn't play for 5, these guys play every single day. It's their job, right? They have routine and they need to play every day because that keeps them at that high level. And to go for some 3, 4, 5 weeks without playing golf, they figured, we're resting our bodies. We're mentally preparing. Yeah, well, it showed. I mean, it sucks. But again, hats off to them.
Every excuse, though. That's just every excuse. We didn't play leading up to it. We got a stomach bug or COVID or whatever they wanted to talk about. They just got they got their balls kicked in on day one. They just literally got their nuts kicked in with all. Let's start here. Why have Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth on the team if they're not going to play in the first team event? That was really dumb. And we got swept 4-0. Okay, fine. They come back and split the afternoon sessions. It's it's not totally over. And then come out and shit the bed again on Saturday morning, the whole team, and we're getting all ticked off because the European fans are waving their hats around or whatnot. Like, it was a really lame effort by this team. We talked about how they had no balls from the jump. As soon as they named this team, we were like, Cheech nailed it. Where's the guy with
You
the
needed that
balls?
guy. You need the guy.
We needed
Yeah.
that guy. We didn't have anywhere near that guy. We had Ricky with his stupid, me look-alike face. We had freaking Scotty Scheffler crying in his wife's arms after the day.
You
It
needed
was
Patty Reed.
Yes, exactly. You needed.
Like if Cantlay didn't play into that. He could have ripped people apart and played it off so well. Like he could have, man, imagine that was Patty Reed and they were doing that too, where he was doing the years prior. Like he would have threw golf balls at people. That's what we needed, the fiery team captain. I know there's captains, but team captain, like somebody who took charge and got all the guys behind him, and there was nobody. Scotty Scheffler is the furthest thing from a leader. If anything, he's the biggest follower.
Yeah, and then
It's
you watch
unfortunate.
guys like Justin Rose, who's not even playing well this season, and he goes out there and makes every big putt. Every big putt.
Yeah.
I mean, the Europeans as a whole made every big putt. Like Rahm was knocking in putts from a million feet away. All these guys just stepped up at the big moment. Of course, we got to say it though. Like it's on their soil. We pretty much are going back and forth now in the Ryder Cup. The home team has had pretty much the advantage.
Yeah, it's been 30 years since USA
yeah,
won on their
it's been
turf.
a really long time. I think a lot of it has to do with analytics. Like the new golf age, the home team gets to pick the course, and we talk about this every week when we break down a live course. Like this one favors the bombers, this one favors the guys who can putt, this one favors the guys who just keep it in play. The Europeans keep it in play. We try to hit the ball really far and then get our wedges really close. That was not what this course was ever going to be designed to do.
Yeah.
And so we needed more guys who hit the fairway. We needed some scramblers like Patty Reed. We needed some steady guys like Taylor Gooch. That's what the team needed. And an asshole.
Guys who are playing well. Bryson DeChambeau, Taylor Gooch, people who have been playing and who play well. They're on streaks. They're playing hot. They're getting their golf in.
For sure.
And they're playing team golf. Right? That's another aspect. Like they're playing team golf all year round. And they have that fire. We got to win as a team. We got to win as a team. So these guys in the PGA Tour don't see that all year. So it might have been good to have 3, 4, 5 guys from a team surrounded league that could have really made a difference.
No doubt. Well, you mentioned the PGA Tour, so let's mention it. Brooks making money moves today.
What was that, John?
Real? That was pretty crazy, right? Like if you guys haven't seen it, Brooks Koepka posted a picture just outside the.
Can you post a picture?
room.
Can you insert it here?
Yeah, I can insert it here on the video. It'll be right here. Right.
We'll insert it
there.
there.
So there's a video going around that Brooks sent out with a whole bunch of PGA guys in Smash GC shirts. What do you think, Jay? We're gonna get these guys over, or?
I think it's weird how Ricky does not look like Ricky and he looks like you. If he had a little bit more, I'm not going to say it because I'll get canceled, but he looked like you for some reason. But I mean, those guys, I don't know, man. It was Schauffele, Homa, Burns, and Ricky. And
Sam Burns makes so much sense to me.
Now, what's the one? What's the one they're holding? Ricky and Schauffele were holding up in the picture.
It's very interesting.
What does that mean? Right?
It's not on
How many guys
accident.
is it? 5? It can't be a team.
Well, yeah.
How many guys are on a team? 4, right?
What the rumors are next year, they're going to go to 5 because of injuries, replacements, and when they cross the 2 tours together.
Okay. So look at these things, right? Brooks and Burns hung out all week. Brooks had a bunch of different posts with Burns about his hair. He was calling him a Tennessee water slide or whatever it was. What was he calling him?
Right.
Did you see that? Tennessee.
Yeah.
His hair, right? He was making fun of his hair.
Tennessee
so they
wave
were
or
like,
like that.
They were hitting it off all weekend. Ricky's playing like trash right now. It'd be a perfect opportunity for come over, be a team player, revive his career. Schauffele, same thing. The guy was lights out for how many last 4 out of 5 years. He was top of the talk in PGA. This year he had a really rough year. He's kind of being pushed aside of Cantlay. So he'd be a great option to come over. And Homa, I've seen so many, again, I always refer back to YouTube videos because I feel like you get a little bit more of what the person's really like outside of golf, right? Of TV. Like he played with Bob Does Sports. He plays with those guys. Like he's super chill, down to earth. I'm not saying you can't be on the PGA Tour and be super chill, but like I feel like he fits into that. What do you call it? Rebel,
Culture.
bad boy attitude, the culture of it, of
Yeah.
live. I feel like he fits right in there too. So like, I don't know what that meant. I don't think they would have allowed that during the year, obviously. But now that it's over and it was a Ryder Cup event, I don't know. I don't know what to believe.
Well, the live season's not over, and it's got to be a weird conversation
Right,
between
right.
Brooks and Chase at Thanksgiving. It's going to be like,
Sure.
am I still on this team or what? Because we're going to go to 5. If you're bringing in these 4 guys, that means Chase is out, Kokrak's out. We already
Oh, and
know
the other
Matt
thing
Wolf
is
is leaving.
Matt Wolf, right? There's already been like he set that up perfectly. So this could be real. There could be some truth to this.
Yeah, if he didn't have his brother on his team, I would be 100% behind this. So I'm only probably 51% because how do you get rid of your
Yeah,
brother?
but how do you know there wasn't already a conversation? I'm sure there was. They're close enough. I'm sure there wasn't a conversation and I'm sure Chase already has a place to go if
Yeah,
this was this big of a thing.
yeah.
Chase is
Man,
a
that'd be
big
so
boy.
cool.
He doesn't need his brother on his team. You know, he could go play somewhere else. So
I think he would. I think he'd
Possibility.
get lost he'd get lost in the shuffle of the league for
yeah,
sure,
probably.
without being on Smash GC. But if Smash turns into this team, holy crap! Then we're talking next year. We got
It might
the
not be
goats,
fair.
right? But think about that: the Aces, the Goats, Torquay, Crushers. And if those teams add one more solid guy, like if Matt Wolf goes and plays with with back to the Aces, you know what I mean?
Do you
Plays
think
with his boys over
do you
there.
think more PGA Tour guys are going to start posting pictures in the off season with current live guys, captains, and this is all? No, you think this is all already
Man,
done, like a done deal already between
we got
PGA
a
and live?
script. Is that what we're talking about? The script?
Yeah, this would be nuts.
This would be a crazy script, man. The PGA talking heads, fans, whatever, they would hate that. They would go absolutely nuts this
God,
offseason if you're
I
seeing pictures of Scotty, Rom, those types of guys just
yeah
posting with Sergio, or you know what I mean, like
yeah
having a drink with Abraham Answer, like from his own tequila that says like fireball, and a shot of Fireball on the side or something.
like
You know what I mean?
Fleetwood and Poulter doing keg stands. Like
Oh my god,
it
it'd
would
be
just be
awesome.
nuts, man.
I kind of hope so, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up because this season they didn't really have too many big. Carlos Ortiz and Sebastian Munoz were the big ads this year.
My guess,
So,
the 5 of those guys were hammered, and they were in the hallway of their hotel, and they were like, "Yo, put these on. Let's take a picture." And Brooks knowing Brooks, he promised him it wouldn't be posted, and then he posted it anyway
and then he posted
as
right
a
away.
joke, but
Yeah.
it made it like a thing, because Brooks don't care about nothing.
No, he certainly doesn't.
We would do that to
Anyway,
each other.
of course.
I'm
We
sure.
tried to sell.
I'm
We
sure.
tried to sell BJ's car that one time with handouts in the bags at Hannaford. Remember that? We put his car up for sale. He didn't even know it.
Yeah, we're not nice people.
No. But anyway, a couple more weeks and we'll be in Jeddah for another live event. That's awesome. You guys play any golf this week? I know Jerome did.
Come on, guy. Too soon. I got the MRI tomorrow.
Jay, that new 56-degree wedge I got plays fantastic. I'm very happy I have it.
Awesome. Love to hear it. It's a great piece of machinery, man.
Did you play with it?
Yeah,
Where'd you play?
Whoa.
We only played 9 today, but had a really good time. Shot a 45.
Yeah.
Austin
That's
really
your
wanted
score.
to play 18. Unfortunately, just didn't have the time for it. But trying to put some more stuff together, and the season for me at least is not over. I'm going to keep trying to get out there and try and break 90 still.
Awesome.
You'll get there. You're gonna get there. Jay, I got a question for you. When I was watching the Ryder Cup, and actually I've been kind of looking up Matt Fitzpatrick's swing. Some shorter guys.
Yeah, it is
I've
weird.
been trying. I've been trying to watch
a little
the shorter
hooky at
guys
top.
swing. Yeah, it's always they always look a little flat, and then kind of
yeah.
they kind of drop in the slot. But
it's like a reposition.
The crazier thing is the way he chips. He chips cross-handed
under a certain yardage.
Yeah.
On the 18th hole, he had a chance to put it close, and they even said it. And I know I've known this, but they said he has to go regular grip because he was just outside of his distance that he feels comfortable doing it crosshand. But yeah,
Okay.
his chipping his crosshand's wild. He
I
feels more
guess
comfortable with that.
I guess and it kind of makes sense, right? Like a lot of not some, but probably like 20% of people putt with the left hand low. Like I've been putting left hand low for the last 2 seasons. It makes sense
It's
to keep that because you're
it's
making
very
the same
easy to get
motion, right?
wristy when you're going for a short chip. 100%.
Yeah. Same thing on a putt. Like people
Too
lose
soon.
putts because they just wristy. That's
Yeah.
why I brought this up.
Thanks.
But that cross-handed grip for the chipping was something like you think about. So many people spend so much time. I know people listening to this spend so much time watching videos on how to perfect the swing. And when you watch the Ryder Cup, these are the quote unquote best 12 from America and best 12 from Europe. Nobody had the same swing. Nobody, not one person out there looked the same as another person on the course from anywhere, from the fairway, from the tee, on the green, around the green. They all have different swings because that's what works for them. So we talk about this all the time. Like play with your swing, but don't get to the point where you're getting away from the things that have worked for you, and that will change, right? Like, doesn't that change for you? Like some days you're like taking full swings and hitting, just put your head down and it's all good. And the next time you're like, I gotta really guide this ball in there because I don't have a good feel for
it's
this
the
or
small
whatever.
little
So,
changes. Exactly.
yeah. I'm playing tomorrow, Berkeley Country Club. I'm 18 tomorrow morning. So
Sounds
we'll
expensive.
see. It's like kind of one of these forgotten. No, it's a country club. It's a real country club. It's kind of one of these like courses that got forgotten. Like the town or the city got really, really big, and then this course kind of is on the outskirts, and so all those people kind of probably just got pushed out of town or died, and so we played there. We played there once. It's open, so I'm won't be a bad score no matter what happens. But I'm hoping to make some birdies. Let's go get out there and make some birdies.
Let us know what you shot.
Yeah.
Do you use a Grint?
No, I don't use the Grint anymore. I'm just using the
I would follow you, but
GHA. No, I mean, but then you got to keep your score as you go, and you got to remember to go to the next hole.
What's the matter? Lazy.
I am lazy, and I'd rather just listen to music in the cart and not have to worry about my phone.
So I went out the week before this happened, and I got paired up with a 14-year-old and his grandfather at Apple Greens, and I had music going in the cart. I drove by myself. I just paired up with them to play 9 holes. When I tell you the music was, barely on, we get to 1, 2 at Apple Greens 1. We get 1, 2, 3, the par 4, and then you got the par 3 over the water, the 5th hole. We're on the tee box and it's barely playing, and the grandfather looks at me and goes, "Can you please just turn the music off?" And I was shocked. And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "It really bothers my grandson." I was like, "Okay." And now it was summer hits of the 90s. It wasn't like I was playing Lil Wayne. And I'm like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry about that." And his grandson's sitting there, 14 years old, like staring at me like I'm like he's a professional golfer. Guess where he hit it? Just like every other shot. Didn't make the women's tees. And I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm on the high school freshman team." Yeah. I'm like, "Well,
he's
they
a
must
senior
not
on the
have
freshman
anybody.
team.
They must not have anybody in your town because you are awful." So
when we've reached the point of the show where we're making fun of freshmen in high school.
I mean, I'm fed up.
This is an all-time clip right here. I promise this will be the intro.
The Cheech pop-in was great. That should be the intro.
The Cheech pop-in was great for sure. Anyway, we are looking for topics to fill the time. We got a lot of time this winter to do a lot of talking about things. So we want to hear always what you guys want us to do. So hit us up.
Well,
I know Norway
with Jay's wrist in a cast, he won't be playing that much. So
yeah,
and
you're gonna have to get sick of videos. Yeah, you're gonna get sick of videos of me playing.
Drop your favorite golf related movie down below. We'll talk about that next week. I got a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
and why you like it. Top three.
That's too many. Just do one. Just do.
Us top 3.
Just
You guys drop it 1.
Yeah, we'll come back with the top 3, and you guys can give us one. So a little bit of engagement here, right down below. If you listen to us, come on to the YouTube channel and put the comments in right there. You can find us gimmethattake.com too, and Instagram. What else am I forgetting? The X, the X,
The X Factor,
and YouTube. Jerome, what do they do?
thank you so much for listening. Please hit
Oh wait,
subscribe,
wait,
hit
hang
the
on,
bell.
hang on.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
We gotta do a football update. I forgot we do football updates. Giants play tomorrow, and
They're gonna lose.
the Eagles are still undefeated
Wow.
after beating
Yeah.
Sam Howell and the Commanders, who won't win another game the rest of the season.
That was it. That ended on a field goal.
We
It was like
play
31,
you guys
31, right?
again. You know,
How far was that? Because they were out of field goal range and they went back into field goal range, right?
It's a pretty
How hard-
good
how
ball.
far was it?
it was a 47-yard.
Oh, because he
Yeah,
was at
no,
like
Jake-
what 50?
Jake-
He was at like
Jake-
60 or something.
He would have been his career long of 64 if they
64,
hadn't gotten that 9-yard.
64
reception.
minus 9, not 47. I just quick
57.
math in my head.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, so click the star. What is a bell? What is it?
The bell. Click the
jingle
bell,
bell.
so you get notifications when we're posting.
That's click that bell. Is bell on every single social media? No.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a bell. Every single one is a bell.
It looks like it. I'm pretty sure.
I can't wait. I can't wait for people to send us pictures of the things that aren't bells.
Yeah.
Send
One's a
us the
button,
photos
one's a
whatever
so
it
we
is,
can-
it's
so we can
engagement. That's
tear
all that
Jerome
matters,
apart.
right?
Yeah, let's tear Jerome apart next week on the bells. All right, I don't got
Wouldn't be
anything
the
else.
first
Anybody?
time.
Nothing.
All right, let's
Nah.
get the fuck out of here.